Hi, my name is Dominique, and I am going to be reciting my daily poem, as y'all know. I am going to be reading from the book Razzle Dazzle. It has a series of new and older selected poems by Major Jackson. I actually chose this one out today just because it is something that I relate to in a way, or it's a place that I like visiting, and there's a poem about it, so I thought I'd just read. It is from Lovesick 2022. The title is The French Quarter. And if you've been to New Orleans, you know that New Orleans is just full of culture, food, music, life, and it's the best place ever. I love going there. My family loves going there. It's really close to Texas, so I find myself always visiting. I haven't been in a while, but I have great memories there. I feel like every time I go, I get a little bit of everything, and by that I mean like I get to go out, I get to try different foods, I get to visit museums. There's just a lot of stuff there, and it's awesome. Also, I hope y'all like the background. I am actually outside, like outside. I'm outside every day, but the weather's just been so gorgeous. I don't feel like there's a need for me to be indoors, so here I am, and let's get started. So, the French Quarter. Over powdered beignets, over a demitasse of chicory, New Royale, I came to grips. I am the lonely sort, for I am ever seeking an education, my head sideways, a book winged in my hand, its words like a concert, the fried dough going cold and congealing, the passing tourist drowned out, a sullen look on my face. It is when I most want to make love. Dostoevsky was a way out of my confusion, as was Barca, whom I gave my reverence freely. Nothing I believe stayed, and thus my melancholy deepened through banjos and clarinets played. All over the streets through late afternoon rain, black bottoms stomp, eucalyptus and live oaks, aging against Aprigio runs. I suffered a great pity, and the gypsies were all too quick to anger behind cardboard boxes. Stubborn cats meowed in and out around the cafe tables, and pigeons sprang from Gothic balconies on the square. If I were one to make concessions. My life was a stake of quandaries and doggeries, with quaint and hospitable inscriptions. On doors, every chapter attempts or escape hatch at some black table where I read alone. In faint light, a thin band of gold hops at the bottom of a beer mug. It is good everyone is having a good time on the world's pizzerias. I am harnessed in the questions I have made a home, where I, a character in a novel, would be assured change was around the corner, perhaps a priest careworn, like me in this crowd, who likes driving country roads in winter while thinking gloomy thoughts. And that is all of it. Like I said, I really love New Orleans, and I love the French Quarter. I think there's so much life and energy there. No matter what time of year I've gone, there's always something to kind of stare at. There's always something to do. There's always something that kind of makes me question reality in a way. I feel like it's just like a little area of just like nonsense, but it all makes sense because it's New Orleans, and I enjoy that a lot. I am looking on it, and it's funny because I cannot pronounce it. I'm trying to work on my pronunciation, hence me reading aloud, so I do apologize if there's words I cannot pronounce, because that's something I'm working on. I know it's an author, it's a famous author, Dostoevsky. I have yet to read any of their books, or any of their stuff. I know it goes into the same category, kind of like Kafka, that type of realm, at least from what I know. So in the near future, I do look forward to kind of reading some of their work and seeing what they're about, what they kind of bring. And again, reading this, it's kind of like I came to grips. I am the lonely sort, for I am ever seeking an education. My head sideways, book winged in my hand, its words like a concert. I feel like it's their experience as they're walking through all this chaos and madness, and they're just kind of seeing everything and noticing all these details. And as I've gotten older, I've learned to really be present in the moment and just look at all the intentional things near me, if that makes sense. Like if I'm out here and I hear, you know, a fly buzzing and stuff, to me, that is something that I notice. And when I was younger, I kind of just like didn't. I was so in my head about nonsense and things that don't matter. And now it's like, oh, I hear a creak, and I'm like, huh, where is that from? And it kind of like, I don't want to feel or like describe it as like an animal. I mean, we're mammals, but like it kind of like heightens, and I'm like, huh, and I want to like analyze it and understand it and just really go in detail with it and what it means and why it's happening, even though things aren't that deep. It's just a creek, you know. I don't really, but in my head it's the most important thing ever, and I don't know if that's a flaw, I don't know if that's normal, but I find myself when I'm writing to notice the little things and the little details, and I think that makes a difference. And I also think that's important with writing and watching film and watching things, because it's like they pan in on something so small as you know, drinking water or cooking something, and you're hearing, you know, the sizzling of the food. Those are things that I think when you really hone in on a craft, they are important, they do matter, and I think that's kind of cool that I'm able to be present enough to realize those things in my everyday life. And like I said, sometimes they're significant, sometimes they're not, but I think it's still fun to just notice, art noticing. Like right now, there's a plane, and it's like, where are they going? Who are they seeing? Who's in there? Why are they in there? I don't know. Just stuff to think about, I guess. I'm always thinking. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good day and take care. And I know the holidays are coming up, so happy holidays to all.